TikTok is getting sued for billions of pounds in the UK. That's billions with a B, like Bruno.
I'm Bruno.
So is TikTok perfectly innocent, or should they be run down to the ground? I'm probably too old for this. So TikTok has been in the news before about how they collect data, and they've even been a matter of national security in the US. Because their parent company is ByteDance, which is a ginormous Chinese company, headquartered in Beijing but domiciled in the Cayman Islands. Ah yes, all companies domiciled in the Cayman Islands are absolutely very nice, not evil at all companies. ByteDance is essentially a data farming company. They're expected to report $30 billion of revenue in 2020, 2/3 of which is from advertising revenue involving the transfer of personal information. They're also prepping for public offerings of some of their apps right now, so this lawsuit really comes at the right time for them. The person leading this lawsuit is the former Children's Commissioner for England, Anne Longfield, and she argues that TikTok is a data collection service, thinly veiled as a social media network. People seem to really like TikTok though. I personally don't get it, but I'm not the demographic anyway. The spooky thing is that TikTok collects so much data from their users. Date of birth, email, telephone numbers, location, whatever they wrote in their bio. About that, here's a website suggesting quotes for your TikTok bio. Here's a good one, spreading smiles like they're herpes. There was a lot of heat on TikTok last year when the US government decided to ban transactions with ByteDance for national security reasons. Where there's smoke, there's fire. The government felt that any big tech company in China is a subordinate to the Chinese government. And the way TikTok was collecting data, including people in the army, was a big problem. So Microsoft was in a run to buy TikTok, but just a part of it. Because most people don't know this, but TikTok has many versions. It started as Douyin, which is the Chinese version. And while it looks exactly the same, the content is obviously very different because the internet is regulated in China. So if you download Douyin on your phone in China and you search for some massive accounts in the US, for example, they probably won't show up at all. Or some will show up, but they'll be like fan accounts with just a few followers. So this whole plan to ban TikTok, then buy TikTok, kind of fell through. There was a deadline for ByteDance to sell, and that deadline went by, and then everyone forgot about it. Some say it might have been because of a transition to a new administration, but Trump had already got on board of it in late 2020. So going back to this UK lawsuit, Anne Longfield is saying that the app is breaching the UK's and Europe's Children's Data Protection Law, which is a very good law. You need to be at least 13 years old to use the app, but Ofcom, which is the UK's communication regulator, says that 42% of the UK's 8 to 12-year-olds use the app. That's mildly terrifying because TikTok collects all their data and then they mostly go on to sell that to third parties. Well, but you could say no one's forcing these kids to use the app. But first of all, the social pressure might be too great. And they also don't give out enough warnings to the kids themselves or their parents. They have no idea what they're giving away because kids can't have consent. My final point, and the most obvious one, is that there's absolutely no need for TikTok to collect some of that data. For a video app, they don't need to know your exact location or have biometric records and facial recognition data. In the end, they're probably collecting the maximum amount of detailed data just to squeeze out the most money out of advertising. Not necessarily for the Chinese government to manipulate your mind, most probably. What do you think, TikTok users out there? Do you care, or are you cool with them knowing everything about you? I have one last question for you, and it would be great if you could answer in the comments below. How many times have I said the word TikTok in this video? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It's free. See ya!